I'm just pissed that it's not the one on the house. But then print of Nifa,
I'm not sure anymore, holding on at my door. Them Zulu gang members out to settle in the score. Tonight I just might be another casualty of war. So I sleep with one eye open, better yet keep my guns drawn. But bubbling in my veins, I'm nervous and shit beat. But it got my shots, I'm on the street. I'm trying to shoot out, prolific assassinators, I'm in the niggas, who's out? You know the trend, you know the cold eye. Match bars and beaming to the windows, always puffing Indo, becoming twisted schizos.
Firstly, I have to say, like, meeting Planet Earth was like one of the best things that happened in my life and career, period. It was such a life-changing experience because obviously I heard a lot about him. He's like ahead of me in terms of like his involvement in the game. He was knee deep. He was already producing like classic, I'm talking like classic hip-hop music. He was working with the likes of The Floor, Archetypes, and those were like really, like, in my eyes, those guys are stars, you know, including himself, you know. So obviously then I was in tune with the Headwarmers radio show. Remember that? With Shaheen and Big Dre, they used to bump all the joints, you know. And there wasn't a show like that. That was like the foundation for us, you know. Like I'd literally chill there by my I almost said Wi-Fi, hi-fi. I literally chill there like with a tape ready to record, you know. And there wasn't an episode or show without a Dre beat in it, you know. That time Verbal Lucifer by Archetypes was really jumping off, and Creation by Fifth Floor, you know, which he both produced, you know. So in my eyes, these guys are stars now, and I'm trying to get my head start in the game, you know. That time I'm just writing on Madlib beats, you know, Lord Finesse and Premier and all those guys. I'm just writing raps on those beats. I'm still like a bedroom MC, if I may call it, you know. But since I was 17 actually, but now I had to initiate something, you know. And I've always been that guy, go-getter, you know. Like I really go for mine. I go for what I think I can do, you know. I never doubted myself in the beginning. And I got to meet Planet Earth actually randomly, you know, one of these shows. Like we met around, you know, park jams, shows and stuff like that. But I actually reached out to him. I was like, hey man, like, you are the greatest thing.
No,
You're right.
That was after.
Was it the first? That was after. That was after. I was surprised you came. Because, no, what's funny is that I was surprised you came because I was like, man, when I come back from my initiation for manhood, because I was going to the bush, and he came through with the Dreamers Cup fellas, you know, and I think Soleil was there. Soleil was there, yeah, because Soleil was like my dude. I met Soleil since I was 14 in high school, and he put me on rap music actually, like, yo, this is that, this is that, this is that, you know. And then obviously Soleil hyphen from Archetype was my way in, and they came. I was like, wow, there he is, you know. So then when I came back from initiation, started attending park jams regularly and shows, you know, because I was a nerd like that. I was always in my room bumping hip hop. That was my understanding of hip hop. So long story short, I went crate digging before I knew what that was, you know. But sampling was what I understood, because all these records I'm hearing, Doomsday, MF Doom stuff, it's samples like Sade shit that I listen to back home. My mom plays these records, you know, your Anita Bakers and all that. So I'm like, hey, let me do some crate digging, yo, not even knowing what that is. So I remember went to the store and Observatory, what's that? Syndicate, what? It's DJ Syndicate as well, the one that was in town. Syndicate Records or something.
Yeah, Syndicate. What do you call it?
Syndicate. Yeah. One of the stores
DJ
I went,
Syndicate.
Yeah, DJ Syndicate. So it's one of the stores I also visited, you know, to get records. And I found this sample by Stravinsky, you know. It was like, he was a pianist, a Russian pianist. and I set up a meeting with this guy, and I gave him the a sample. I was like, dude, cook this shit for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've always been a producer in my head as well. But this guy, I believe in this guy that he can actually make this shit work for me. So he actually did it right there on the spot. Like, it was like, okay, what part are you looking for? I was like, oh, actually, I'm looking for this part. Ding, 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 ding. The sample used to go like that. The song was called Brainstorming. So I wrote the verse beforehand and everything. This guy made the beat right there on the spot. Could have taken like 15 to 20 minutes. We had coriander spot.
Yeah, it was coriander spot.
Yeah, I was like, shit. I was like, this is it. He's like,
It's just bumping.
this is it. I mean, like, I rap, you know? Let's go. So he gave me the beat, but the second visit, he used to actually have a Rasta store here as well. Up in Naiwan, like
So
117.
Yeah.
And he gave me a second beat, I think the Gaps of Raps.
Gaps
beat.
of Raps.
Yeah, he gave me the second beat on that day. And yo, the rest is history, man.
And you gave me $50 for
I
the
gave him
2
50
beats.
bucks for 2 beats. Oh,
I was
shit.
like, this guy.
At least I pay. Yeah.
But it was something, you know, but
Yeah.
at that time, you know, actually, he was the first person to pay for a beat.
Oh, wow.
All the people I was working with at that time, you know.
Yeah.
As much as he gave me $50, it was small, but I
Yeah.
was like, okay, this is $50. I was like, okay, cool, I'll take it. But, you know, he was the first person to do that. When I look back,
The thing is, in my eyes, he was like a legend to me.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? I used to put in there with you, man. You know, archetypes were just my, my style just derives from archetypes, period. He was just like a legend to me, like, That's the thing about when Soleil put me on the game, like, I didn't know this shit was possible, like, here, up in Kukuletu, like in the streets, actually meeting a rapper. Like, yo, I rap. I have a producer who makes me beats. Never like that, so it was like, yeah, man, they showed me the way. Like, hey, this is possible. So without them, I wouldn't be actually here, knee deep and with all these records that I've put out so far. And he's been part and parcel of every single project that I've put out,